Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this December the 26th, 2024. I'm hoping everybody had a great Thursday out there so far. Everybody has a great Thursday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Alrighty, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about the storm system moving across the country, and also we got a lot of activity going on across Central America. Also open to portions of the Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico region. South America got a little swirly system here over the north central tropical Atlantic, but nothing to write home about. It's in no development is expected out of any of these systems. Alright, this system here, as you can see, from Texas to Louisiana over to Arkansas, this is producing some severe weather with a lot of tornado warnings, damaging winds, and large hail reports coming out in that vicinity as this system continues to push east. We got a little bit of activity from portions of Missouri all the way up toward the Wisconsin and Minnesota region, also South Canada and northern Michigan area. As you can see here, we got another system moving across Montana, stretching back into portions of New Mexico and Arizona. That will continue to push east. Then we got another system here fixing to move into the Oregon and northern California region, and maybe a little bit in southern Washington state, then head across Nevada and continue to push eastbound. As you can see, the atmospheric river continues across the lower 48 and continues to push from west to east. Alrighty, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like the video, share the video, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see here we got a little bit of freezing rain, mixed precipitation up here around New York and Pennsylvania region. Then we got shower activity up here around Lake Huron, Lake Superior, around the Great Lakes, Michigan, Wisconsin, also down toward Minnesota, to Kansas and Nebraska region, also portion of Oklahoma to Missouri, all the way down into the Carolinas, Alabama, Georgia, northern Florida, Panhandle region, over toward the Big Bend area of Florida, stretching out to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, all the way up to Maryland and DC and New Jersey and Maryland area, Pennsylvania regions. Alrighty, then we got some heavy rain and flash flooding over portions of East Texas, portions of Louisiana, Arkansas, and southeastern Oklahoma. Then we got mixed precipitation over here from New Mexico to Colorado, Wyoming to Montana to Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, California, Nevada region. Got a few pockets of heavy snow stretching from Wyoming, Utah to Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, and Northern California regions as well. Shower activity along coastal areas of Washington, Oregon State, portion of California, and a little bit inland of southern Washington and northern areas of Oregon State. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area. Alright, let's move on to your Saturday forecast. You can see we got some mixed precipitation, freezing rain up here around New Hampshire to Vermont to Massachusetts to portion of northern New York State. Also southeast Canada, a little bit in Maine. Then we got more mixed precipitation over here around Minnesota and also South Canada. We got a large area of showers stretching from Lake Huron to Lake Superior down toward northern Michigan, also towards Wisconsin. Also in the portion of Pennsylvania, New York State to Rhode Island, down to Delaware, DC, Virginia, North Carolina, West Virginia, back to Arkansas and Oklahoma, portions of Kansas and Missouri region. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from Kentucky to areas of South Carolina down to the Florida Keys, including the coastal waters, and also same along the Gulf of Mexico coastal waters, stretching into Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Arkansas region up toward Kentucky. And then there's that severe weather outlook for Mississippi and Louisiana, portion of Arkansas for your Saturday. We got a little bit of snow flying over a portion of Wyoming and Colorado. Then more mixed precipitation from Montana to Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, California region. Pockets of heavy snow from Wyoming to Idaho to Washington, Oregon State, and along coastal areas there. Got some shower activity of Washington, Oregon State, and northwestern California, and a little bit inland areas as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area. Alright, now we're going to take a look at the current watches warning advisory map for your location nation. Alright, you can see we got a little bit of winter weather advisories up here in portions of Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware area, also in the portion of Minnesota. Special weather statements also in effect for Michigan. Then we got a lot of dense fog advisories from portions of Michigan, northern Michigan to Minnesota to Wisconsin, northern Illinois, all of Iowa, portion of Missouri, much of Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, North Texas. River flood warnings in effect for Arkansas region, also in portions of Texas. Flood advisories over in eastern Texas. The yellow box here, the tornado watch, with ongoing tornado warnings in effect for Louisiana and portion of Texas. Flash flood warnings in the red there, kind of darker red anyway. Special marine warnings along coastal areas of Texas. And also we have special weather statements up here in North Dakota. And then we got high wind warnings in effect, high wind watches for portions of areas of Wyoming, Montana, also California and Nevada. Also wind advisories there as well, stretching from Idaho down to Oregon, Washington State. Oregon, Washington, Oregon State, Idaho, and also Nevada, Northern California. Winter weather advisory, winter storm warning has also been posted for that region as well, and also avalanche warnings up here in portions of Washington State. Let's see, we have small craft advisory, gale warning stretching from Washington State, Southern California. Purple here is storm warnings. Then we have a little bit of gale warnings here along the coastal areas of Alabama, and then South Carolina all the way up into the Outer Banks of North Carolina, a little bit up here around the Boston area as well. Alright, the Hawaiian Chain Island got some small craft advisories around the island, and also some flood watches in effect there as well. Also around the Hawaii, Alaska area, and some freeze and spray warnings there also. Alright, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your day number 2, which is your Friday. We got general thunderstorm from Bowling Green to Jackson to Chattanooga to Birmingham, all the way down to portion of New Orleans, southeast Texas. There's that marginal risk. I would not be surprised to see a slight risk may be added in this area as well, for portion of Mobile to New Orleans, around New Orleans up to Jackson, Mississippi. Let's take a look at the tornado probability. 2% in that vicinity. Damaging winds 5%. Large hail 5% in that same vicinity as well. Now here's the big severe weather outbreak for day number 3, which will be your Saturday outlook. Okay, here it is right here. You can see here we have general thunderstorm from up here in Charleston, West Virginia to Cincinnati, Ohio, down to Dalton, Alabama, Tallahassee, Florida. Here is the marginal risk in the green from Houston to Little Rock to Jackson, Mississippi. Memphis, you included. Birmingham, you're on the borderline of marginal and slight risk. Same for Mobile and also New Orleans. Then we've got Shreveport to Alexandria to Jackson, Mississippi. Greenville, Mississippi, you're in the slight and in the enhanced risk for severe weather. Let's take a look at the probabilities for this area. 5%, 15, and 30% in the red. So we got a big severe weather outbreak should be coming for you guys in Louisiana, portion of Mississippi. If anybody knows anybody in this area here, tell them to stay weather aware, because things could get a little bumpy for Saturday. Right now we do not have any outlook for the East Coast yet, but the Storm Prediction Center, like I've been thinking, maybe a marginal risk could be added for the East Coast of the portions of Southeast United States. So we'll continue to monitor that there and see what happens. So I thought I'd just let everybody know about that. Alright, let's move on to the rainfall totals. The heavy rainfall total from Louisiana up to the Carolinas, all the way up into Pennsylvania, Maine, southeast Canada, towards St. John's Island area, also along the coastal areas of the East Coast, also down around Cuba and the Florida Keys. Then heavy precipitation out west over southwestern portions of, let's see, southwest Canada, Washington, Oregon State, Northern California, and then more pockets of heavy precipitation in Idaho, Montana, and the portion of Wyoming, Utah, and also into portions of Colorado. Lighter amounts elsewhere, and where there's no precipitation is expected to remain dry. So, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. Like these videos, share these videos, and if anybody want to join the Mike Bass Weather Forecast channel, send them my way. Love to have them. We'll kick you back in the next video, and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Take care and also enjoy your Thursday evening. And like I said, enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got.